Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are in a 2023 Porsche Panamera Platinum Edition, and we're going to do a fuel economy test on it. Now, this is a rear-wheel drive Panamera. It has the standard 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6, 325 horsepower, and it is rated at a surprisingly low 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Let's see, I've covered 12.2 miles. It already thinks it's averaging 30.7 miles per gallon, and I would kind of sort of tend to believe that because it's 70 miles per hour, which is where I have my Porsche adaptive cruise control set. In top gear, I'm apparently going under 1,500 RPM, so that should lead for some pretty good efficiency. This car needs to beat 27.5 miles per gallon out here tonight. The reason why I say that is the gentleman who owns this car is a friend of mine, and he traded in his 2023 BMW M3 xDrive competition for this Panamera Platinum, and he was generous enough, obviously, to let me borrow the Panamera, but he also let me borrow the M3 when he had it, and that car came back at 27.5 on the highway. So if he's going to trade the Beamer in for a Porsche with a very similar sized twin turbo 6-cylinder engine that's down by like over 200 horsepower, it better beat the fuel economy of the M3, and quite frankly, I think it will. Let's see, it already thinks it's doing 31.2. So, as I always do, I had just filled it up with Chevron Premium. I am cruising down the highway, go about 57 miles, hit the turnaround spot, go back to the exact same pump at the exact same station, fill it back up, and I will keep you posted as to how it does right now. All right, the big black void on the left-hand side of the Porsche navigation screen means we are going by Camp Pendleton. We have covered 38.2 miles. This car thinks it's averaging 34.4.5 miles per gallon, which if true is like 10 miles per gallon higher than its EPA rating. I don't quite know what to think about that. I mean, like I said, the RPM leads me to believe that it could get really good gas mileage. We're only working with a 2.9-liter engine here, so it's not like a giant engine swilling fuel at 1,400 RPM, and I would imagine the turbos are not on boost at that engine speed. So we'll see. I'm going to get down to the turnaround spot, turn it around, and have another update for you right now. All right, we have officially turned it around. We are on the way back. We've covered 59 miles, and the car thinks it's averaging 34.6 miles per gallon. 34.5. So I will mention at this point that the route back is slightly more uphill, I think. We will have a net elevation gain of 0 because we start and end at the same gas station. But we may lose a little bit off of that average on the way back. The drive down was very, very smooth, and I don't anticipate any issues on the way home. But right now, well, we're down to 34.3, but still, it's indicating it's doing 10 miles per gallon better than the EPA rating, which is pretty crazy if true. That would, if that's true, that would equal the best reading I ever got out of a car in one of these fuel economy tests. So we'll see what it does. I'll probably have one more update for you unless something unforeseen happens, and then we will get to the gas station. All right, so we are almost back to the gas station. We've covered just over 102 miles, and much as I have predicted, we did lose a little bit of indicated average mile per gallon, but not that much of it. The car still thinks it's doing 33.9, so it won't surprise me if it's back up to 34 by the time I get to the gas station. And yeah, the Panamera Platinum with the 325 horsepower engine appears to be pulling some really good MPG right now. According to the little digital fuel gauge, it's burned 1/10 of a tank of fuel. It always annoys me that Porsche doesn't reduce their fractions for the half it's 2/4 instead of 1/2, but no matter. We're headed back to the gas station right now, and we're going to fill it up and see what it did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We covered 114.9 miles. The car thinks it got 34.2 miles per gallon, and it took only, if I can get this light to work, 3.573 gallons of premium, which equals an average miles per gallon of 32.157. So it read about 2 miles per gallon high on its own trip computer, but this is the window sticker for this exact car. It's rated 24 miles per gallon highway per the EPA, and it got 32, so it beat its highway MPG by 8 miles per gallon, which, I mean, 24 to 32. It's a 25% difference. That's the biggest percentage difference I've ever recorded. So the 2023 Panamera Platinum gets excellent miles per gallon, and I'm going to go home. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you drive a Panamera, let me know what you get, and have a great night. Bye-bye.